the buttons.
Why is it not bringing up my tweet thingy?
As Twitter sucks these days. Oops, I forgot to do a tweet, speaking of which. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Twitter is fucked. Twitter is fucked today. Try a refresh. We go quiet on the set.
You have to actually re-authenticate.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other friggin' better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, two idiots who misinterpret the news so you don't have to. The dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another exciting edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news, so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours. Ooh.
That's right. Don't have to do
Twitter
anything.
got unlinked. What the fuck?
Yeah, Twitter just does that. You know, I had a refresh as I'm trying to get today's tweet out, and it's still not cooperating very well.
And you cannot change these things while you're alive.
What do you mean?
Oh, the Streamlabs to link back to Twitter.
Oh, I don't have that problem.
That link got broken. Well, I use Slobs to tweet for me.
I didn't know he could. Live. I didn't know he could do that. I have to look at that.
Yeah. I mean, you don't get to customize the image; you just get to customize the title of the tweet.
Okay. Yeah. No,
you like to do images.
I like to customize who I tag. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Well, you can do that as well.
Yeah, but I have to be looking at Twitter to see who are the latest people who either
Or
with
interacting.
new followers recently interacted. Yeah, I like to keep people who are constantly, interacting,
Mm-hmm.
tagged to let them know. And of course, several of our regulars: Malhari, Applesauce Pants, Three Devious, Smoking Jedi,
Yes.
Crafty Method, a whole bunch of other people. I like to keep them in the loop, so I
Yes.
do that. But speaking of keeping people in the loop, is yesterday, right towards the end of the show, we were doing some things with crowns and deed upgrades. So I want to first
Yes.
start the day off by letting everybody know that there is no patch yet and that all the sales are still happening. Crowns are still on sale. On the Kodo store, deed upgrades are still upgradable.
What?
All that good stuff is still
What?
available. So if
What?
you've been missing out or you've been,
The
procrastinating,
these I mean the ability to do things in a timely fashion. It's a good thing double XP wasn't enabled.
I think double XP is enabled, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Let's go look at that again. Hold on. Is double XP enabled too for Thanksgiving?
I don't think so.
Easy way to tell. We can just go look at our
No,
login.
because they changed that. Remember, it used to be really cool that it was like every time you'd get a login bonus, it was like 150,000 instead of
Right?
15. They changed that like over a year ago.
Yeah,
They stopped
okay.
doing that login bonus thing. So
Yeah, I don't see double XP as listed as one of the things that's on. But Crown Store sales 30% off. Deed upgrades 20% off. Crowns
yeah,
Obsidian 20% off. And of course, POT upgrades via Kodos 20% off. But as I was saying yesterday, I was doing some upgrades and I saw something that was really weird. And I'm going to bring up my deeds here real quick just to
uh,
explain what happened.
yeah.
Uh, what I forgot and didn't realize was that I had already had a taxable place anywhere village deed along with the tax-free POT deed. So when I upgraded the taxable POT deed, it went to tax-free, but the other one I wasn't paying attention, so it looked like I didn't do anything. So when I upgraded the other one, it went back to a
The list.
tax-free POT from a taxable place anywhere, which is the
Yes.
next upgrade. But I did have enough Kodos to actually make them all tax-free. And then
Yes.
referring to our little conundrum with the trade, I realized that when you go to fill in gold and you want to put a number in there, if you don't hit OK, it doesn't populate. I just hit the accept trade button and thinking that that was going to be good enough, but that doesn't work that way apparently. So
Shroud math.
yeah,
Well,
shroud
the
math.
other thing is like if you're sitting there typing a number, if you hit enter, it does the okay for you.
Ah, yes, if you hit enter is because
Yes.
we don't hit enter often due to other factors that we will be talking about here in just a couple minutes.
What?
But yeah,
Yeah.
I
Are
mean
are you
there
saying that
are reasons
that
to hit
that
enter on certain things. Absolutely.
you mean that like the here's the proof of concept and we're going to get back to it and tweak it and enhance it and make it much better later on,
You
um
think?
and they've never gone back to those systems and like reiterated on them.
Yeah, as start with the QOL enter button since we're talking
QOL
about that.
enter button.
Now, of course, we also have to reiterate that this is a Necro post from back in February. So
Oh,
apparently
that that, that
the auto
auto close.
archiving, yeah, auto archiving apparently is really questionable again. on
Yes.
this one, but we will cover it in its entirety just because uh, of the issue. So take it
Yes.
away.
Feature quality of life. Use enter button to accept a price on a
Oh my
posted
God.
vendor items.
Who'd have
Please add
thought?
the following to save our sanity. As we age, RSI injuries are a thing. This repetitive stress injury for those that don't know. I think the average age of a Shroud player is 40 plus anyways, so
Yeah, if not higher.
yeah. Please add the following as fast as possible, please. Let me press enter to accept the price I have just entered. For example, hit a key in the price with the number pad and hit enter. Please allow either enter key to do the same thing. Having to go grab the mouse to click accept for each item is enough to drive a person mad. Thank you for your consideration. And let's go. Let's go try to put something on a vendor real quick and show people what this
Yes.
is really about. So here we are at Cheap Scrolls. We're
Cheap
managing our
scrolls.
inventory.
I got some really cheap scrolls at how cheap were they, Laz? How cheap were they?
Yeah. So if I wanted to add 10 teleport to
45
zone,
gold apiece were they? Yes, they were.
it's like here I am hitting enter after I entered a price. It is not accepting. I typed in the number with the keyboard, but I still have to come back, take my hand off the keyboard, click OK, then go click and drag all kinds of other shit.
Yeah, and then click on sign for listing because enter doesn't work. And
Yeah.
I think that would be one of the simpler fixes for things like this.
Oh,
But
yes.
yeah, let's just
Well,
stay right here because we're going to be probably wanting to demonstrate a couple other things as we go bounce back and forth between the news. So just
yeah, yeah.
stand right
Oh, I
here.
know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The show at the vendor. But continuing on this, you mean as an alternative, and the mouse users can continue to do what they did before? See, the mouse users cannot set the price. They still have to use a keyboard. Conjurer.
Yes.
You cannot set the price with the mouse only.
Be nice to be able to tab through all that. Can we tab
Yes.
through that? That's a good question. Let's. Stymie with
Stymie
the
LLTS
sub.
just subscribed with
Let's see.
Prime. Thanks for your support, Stymie LLTS.
Tab doesn't work either.
Yeah,
So
tabbing
you can
through to change the price after you list it. Not
yeah.
working. Stymie, what are we doing?
Yes, what are we doing? And then continuing on caffeine, I'd still love to see this. It'd greatly help those of us with carpal tunnel,
More
even
news.
if we cannot edit prices. Let me press enter. The keyboard accept the new price. I'd be coming a vending storm in no time flat. Haha, lies. And then Morgathis is like, this is a 2-year-old request about pretty much the same and more. I'm willing to bet that if you went back 8 years, you'd have the same request.
Well, first off, let's read the last post here, then we'll go visit that 2-year-old request.
Disclaimer, I haven't listed on a player vendor and it's a long time since I listed on public, so I'm not familiar with the process. Then why the fuck are you posting? Other than, I hate clicking, so the suggestion seems like one it would really appreciate if I was regularly listing items. However, it's just now occurred to me that it would clash with typing enter to interact with the chat system.
No, because when the other interface is up, you're not on the chat window, so it has nothing to do with the fucking chat window.
And notice the trade window. Let's go back to the trade window. I type in an amount of gold and I hit the enter button. It goes.
Puts the gold number in there. Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. So, one system canceling out the others, not
Now,
really applicable.
yeah, let's just see something. So I'm just going to do this, and we're going to just put one gold and hit enter, but you can't hit enter to accept the trade either. You either have to go to the X,
Yeah.
and of course you can't tab enter to it using the keyboard command. So again, you're back and
No.
forth, back and
Yeah.
forth, back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right, finish him up. Last paragraph.
Any thoughts as to whether that would drastically be an issue, make the feature more harmful than helpful for some people? No. If so, could the behavior be easily and intuitively reconfigured by each player so that everyone gets the full benefit with no unexpected side effects? I guess adding another key binding would be an option, although we have plenty are.
Yeah, it's called just adding enter. That's all. It's not going to interfere with anything, dude. So your reasoning is flawed there, but let's go to
very, 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 very flawed.
Yeah, so let's go to that 2-year-old request prompt on sell price, because this doesn't make quite a whole lot of sense, but we get the gist.
Yes. Can we have the prompt on the selected price when you're about to set something on player vendor? What? And make enter on the keyboard confirming the price as sign for listing.
For signing for listing. Yeah, for signing for listing. Yeah.
Well, he's talking about the public vendor right there, not another vendor, but he's essentially, but in game it does say sign for listing.
Yes.
So that is what he's make enter on keyboard confirming prices sign for listing. Yes.
Yeah. So he's doing the same thing.
Press enter without using the mouse. The goal is filling the vendors by drag and drop the item, typing the price enter without using the mouse.
And then props to Lane, because this would be huge.
Yes. And if you just restock the same item, use that price again.
Huge quality of life.
Yes.
Huge. But
yes,
we get even better coming up, so just stay with us.
The current process is very, yes, excellent idea. The current process is very time consuming for the very small margin of consumables, regs, kodos. This improvement would be so nice. Man, it's a pain listing tons of items on a vendor. Same price for a recent item would help a lot.
Good idea. Very good idea.
Another little thing, make the sign for listing animation faster. What? You don't like the fact that it appends your signature and takes like
its time,
6 seconds to actually list. So you're like sitting there, if you're doing a ton of items, taking all day.
Now, I sort of knew but didn't know about some of this coming up. Maybe you guys did, maybe you guys didn't. But we're going to explore here. Continue on.
And a take all and a discard all should be nice too, as far as the mail interface. I prefer smashing mobs than double clicking discard, confirming 32 times in a row. From that, you can click the first piece of mail, shift click, and take all to clear. What?
Yeah, I did not know that, but see, therein lies a rub also. Now, I just cleared out my mailbox yesterday.
Okay, let's go to the mailbox real quick.
Your mailbox is right here. What are you doing?
Oh,
you were standing right in front of a mailbox, dude. Come on, you know we put one here for a reason. But I have no mail at the moment.
Which is going to be, I am sending you a gold piece. I am sending you another gold piece. I am going to send you another gold piece. I'm going to send you 3 gold pieces.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have some mail to work with.
So that way you have some mail. So send me 3 gold pieces as well.
Okay, give me a second.
And that way we lose a grand total of 15
Nothing.
gold for those 3 pieces of mail.
Oh yeah, because
Mail cost gold. And hi there, Lily. Are you doing good? I hear you purring over here. Yes, you're doing good. You are such a lovely kitty.
well, that's going to be 45 gold. Oh no, it's 5 per. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, if we attached a scroll, it would be 15 gold each. Okay, number 1 has come in.
Okay, hang on. There's 2,
Now,
and then I'll send you a
I knew
third
about
one.
I knew about the shift click to discard all. I
Right,
knew about
but
that,
as
but I did not know about the take all for.
that's what I was gonna say, but therein lies. Hold on, that's 3, not. I gotta add 1 gold to that. There we go. All right, so let me know when you have all 3 of those.
I have 1 so far.
Yeah, it's got to wait for the.
That mail system's efficient.
Yeah.
I can you imagine all the database queries that the 45, 50 people that are online right now are creating?
Yeah, it's every like 30
Okay,
seconds or so. Yeah, 30
I
seconds
got
to a
all
minute it
3.
tosses. Okay.
Okay,
Now,
so
this may not be as much of a conundrum. So all 3 selected. I have my last 3 digits are 855. So with this one, if I do that and click take all,
I've got 33. Take all.
yeah,
I've
that
got
works.
36.
And then you can do
But
discard, or you can always do the always discard
but
after you do that.
but that took the mail.
What do you mean?
Let's see. So there is no need to discard because it took all 3 messages. So okay, so hold on. I'm going to, because remember that general, which means that you would end up like for your collecting your sales,
Right?
you would also end up with all of the receipts as
That
well.
therein lies the rub. Now, see, you didn't
Yeah.
enter a subject, so I didn't have any receipts on your mails.
Okay. And I'm trying to find yours. But normally, if you think about the
All you got to
like
do
a
is search
sales
for
receipt,
item. Yeah. Search for the word item, I believe it is, and you'll see all the receipts.
well, I don't keep my receipts.
I know, but if you took them,
Yeah.
they're in your inventory, I believe, under item.
Yeah, but normally, like items sold would be what it would be. I mean, I only have one of those, and that's from October.
But did you see receipts in the mails I sent you? Is the question.
No, I did not.
Okay, see, because when you get the other mails from your vendors,
Yes,
so
it comes with the bill of exchange,
Yeah.
the item sold.
right. So let me tell you what we'll do. We'll just make it easy here, so we don't have to mess with this guy. Actually,
You
does
mean
this vendor have anything
I should
on
just
it?
you no lads here. I got an easy way to do this.
Is this vendor commission free or?
No, he's commissioned. Okay, so Laz.
You don't know what I want to do.
No. I know what I want to do. I am buying 10 recall scrolls that are sold by you.
Right, but
I am buying 30.
I was just gonna go ahead and yeah, I guess that works.
It's the same premise.
Yeah, okay.
So if you buy 30 recalls, so 3 stacks of 10 from me. That would also give us
Yeah,
the
okay.
3.
I gotcha. I was just gonna go list 111 on the other vendor, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Because we're gonna get the money back from buying off each other.
Yeah. Might be a little bit harder to find recall scrolls listed by me.
Yeah, it was a little, so okay, so I'm gonna sign for that exchange.
Yeah, now I just have to wait for the mail to come in.
Mine already came in.
Well, I bought mine before.
And I
Mine.
bought mine after, but mine already came in.
Okay, yours have come in, so we are here at the mailbox. I'm going to shift click and take all. And I
Also,
end up
yeah,
with all 3 receipts in my inventory.
yeah. So that's the conundrum.
Yeah, because I don't want the receipts, I just want the gold.
Yeah, and so there is a problem with that. It works, but if you don't mind having to take the step to go through and get rid of all the items there, which you can do the same thing. Click on top, click on shift bottom, and then just right
Yeah.
click and
But
destroy
but
selected.
Coswell, thank you for bringing that to our attention because that I don't generate enough sales to actually warrant that real need.
Well, what happens for me is I filter by town. So when I'm doing my sales and my restocking, I use the vendor list to restock. So I will filter by the town that I'm in. And then once I've gone through and, restocked everything, then I will shift and, click to discard the mails with the receipts, but I always collect the gold individually. So there would be nice to have a collect gold button
Yes,
without a take all button because we don't want the receipts. Um,
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, as Tina says, I keep your receipts.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
now, for the longest time, I should probably trash these too. Where is it? I have a bag here
Oh,
because I
your
just used
receipts
to.
back?
Yeah, the right behind me here. This second bag is was I wanted to point out the viability of actually selling my book. A book written by Lazarus Law, and as you'll notice, it's almost 150,000 gold produced by selling a single book. There's some other stuff there, but you get the idea. And I know that there have been, hundreds more that I just didn't collect because I wasn't paying attention because I haven't done it in a long time. But
Yeah.
yes, how to make the book, How to Make Thousands in Gold Daily, has sold a few thousand copies, 100,000 copies at least, a couple 100,000 copies, making me quite a little bit of gold over the years. And so it does work. And I used to save those receipts, which, as you just saw, uh, for shits and giggles, just to prove proof of concept. Plus, I also have the Book of Lazarus Volume 1, which I sell for 1,500 gold, which sells almost as much as the other one, which I never saved the receipts for because everybody thought that this book, How to Make Thousands in Gold Daily, and again, yes, back in the day, it was literally just make a copy of this book and sell it for 1,000 gold. That was the joke originally, but this is actually a beginner's guide to actually how to make gold. So it's not the ripoff it used to be before we went live.
Yep.
As some people didn't like the fact that copy this book and sell 1,000, sell 10 of them, and you'll make thousands of gold a day. But yeah. Well, welcome to video games, people. But yeah, so Yeah. With that being said, does that work? Does that not work for you? That is the question. But the big question right now is, are you bundled up? Have you typed in
Or
exclamation bundle
exclamation
me
mark.
to
I
get
love
in?
free shit exclamation
And
mark
that
bundle me.
one. Yes.
Wait, hold on. Did I did I did I?
Tina, a lot of people need a sense of humor because, and I've always stated publicly, and I'll state it one more time just for posterity's sake, is that if you're not happy
I
with the
forgot to
book,
open mine.
I will go ahead and refund you the purchase price upon receipt of return of the book. But I've
I
only ever
forgot
had
to
to
open
do
my
a small
door.
handful of those. They changed up the raffle thing today, by the way. If you haven't gotten the message that you need to reload yet, there's some new steps you got to do, and it doesn't show you. It just tells me I have a total of 4 entries, which I guess maybe it's just a total of 4 entries.
Well, I forgot to open
Oh,
mine, so whoopsies.
okay.
Yeah. It's open now though.
Well, they have a minute to not even.
Well, I can always do it at the end of the show, or I can give it to Knight Rider, who is or Stymie, because
Or
those are the only two people.
Selenia.
Yes, or Selenia. So I can always come in game and go roll 3
That's
and
Selenia.
and say it is the third person. So let's scroll up through my chat. Let's see. Number 1 was Dimey. Number 2 was Knight Rider. So Selenia is getting the bundle for me.
Double bundles for Selenia.
Yeah. You like how that one works?
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Ooh. It helps if I type in streamer bundle for that streamer bundle and not type in wiener for my searching. Okay. I need that password, except I typed it in wrong. The fuck? Okay, now I need to authie this motherfucker. That is that. Someone's like, hey, can I get a list of all of the IPs for the company? Columns. And of course, that's not going to give us.
Yes, I am
Okay.
causing Jack technical difficulties with his real life job.
No, yeah. Technical difficulties.
All right, moving right along. Continuing on with more vendor ideas. Not really. Well, I guess this is not new, but I like this one just as much, which is a topic that we've discussed, we've seen over time vendor repricing. Vendor
What?
repricing, because nobody's ever wanted to reprice anything on their vendor, have they? No,
No,
right? No.
no, 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 no. Would it be possible to change the price of something on a vendor without having to remove it and re-add it? Like maybe right-click the item and add an option for a reprice? If this would be possible, it would be nice to also add an option where you can select multiple items to reprice all items at once, like select all gold, ingot price, and reprice. A good example is recipe vendors are normally a ton of recipes like mine, and repricing them would be so much better if we could select them all and click reprice. Just a thought. It could also renew the date on them to refresh the vendor so people know it's a new price.
Yeah, can we just get fucking rid of this? Because let's go back over to the vendor here. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. But just to point out, why the fuck do we need a date on when all these recall and teleport scrolls were listed, and why some of them on this vendor are still listed from 2018? Who the hell needs to know that? Because they're fucking scrolls, okay? Same
Yeah.
thing with anything else in the game. We don't need a date it was listed because it's fucking useless. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, we got stuff from 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Why? It doesn't make any
Yep.
sense. Nobody's buying, yeah, because they're close to spoiling. Absolutely, because scrolls fizzle, right? Is don't worry, you can buy insurance off of me and Jack for your fizzle scrolls. But uh, the date has absolutely no fucking bearing. The original idea of the date was BS to begin with, in my opinion. They used it to make your uh, vendors sit down and do this and do that, and then they changed the logic and they changed how they worked, and you know, uh, actually, that wasn't even the logic for that. Be truth be told. Uh, but what is the point of the date? Okay. That something's just been sitting there for a long time. What does it matter how long it's been sitting there? It has absolutely no relevance on the game. Maybe if it was food and food spoiled, that would be something. But since we can't get spoilage in game, since we can't get gear to break properly in game, since we can't get, other things to work properly, because they're close to spoil. Oh, yeah, I read that already.
Yeah, we can't get all kinds of shit to work.
Tina says, "Oh my, boss had to tell me to ignore him trying to retake me today? I don't get it."
I don't know.
And Selenia, you're
So
welcome.
I guess that Tina, does that mean you're the bottom? Oh, retask.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
as Modi, as you can see, these are recall and teleport scrolls. They sell like they're going out of style, but nobody buys them according to date. They just buy them according to what they are. Doesn't mean
yeah.
they're overpriced, and that's why it's not selling, because we've been selling recall scrolls and
Same
teleport
price
scrolls
since
and friend
launch.
scrolls for 150 gold per since day one, since before day one. Since we started the business, we've been selling for the same price. And
Yes.
again, yesterday I bought 400 scrolls at 45 gold, even way at 20 plus gold under
Yeah,
cost.
23 gold under the black, or it's still under the black pearl price,
Yes.
which is what, 68? Because
68, I believe, is the magic number for
yeah,
cost if you're
yeah.
buying, yes. Yeah. So the big question is, would you prefer that they address these issues or move on and complete episode 2? Because we only have manpower to do one or the other. Apparently, no,
Wait,
because
Stop.
yeah,
What brand new episode 2 content have they provided recently?
Yes. Let us take a quick stroll back through the release notes and let's see which one was it under? Crafting, decoration, and gear. Yeah, the first one. Let's go to the first one.
Okay.
Okay. Crafting, decoration, gear, inventory, item changes. One person is complaining about this house, so we took the time to set the balcony ceiling on the Cobalt 4-story Great City home to accept exterior ceiling decorations because one person complained about it. One. Count them. One. Same thing about adjusted the floor deco surfaces of the Cobalt 4-story Great City home because one person had a problem in one scene in the game. But we're going to stop everything we're doing because that was a very, very, very recent, in the last couple weeks, complaint. But we're going to stop and get rid of that complaint compared to the vendor problems and these other problems that we've had for years. I would like them to go back and take care of these problems that everybody's been asking for years before we properly move on to episode 2, which we're probably not going to see for a couple more years still. Anyway, even though
it's 5 years after
December 31st is coming up real quick, and we should be seeing, some information on. We're going to release it next year, but I guarantee you, end of December, big 10-year live stream. We're not going to get any information telling us that episode 2 is coming anytime in the near future.
No, so, because they haven't written the quest line. They haven't even completed all these scenes.
Yeah. So when one person complains about one house that's in one scene where it's a problem because anybody else who's got this house hasn't had this problem in any other scene, they stop everything they're doing and they fix it and put it in the release notes. But when you get something like the vendor pricing, the vendor repricing, all these other things that have been asked for time and time and time and time again by multiple people, they fall on deaf ears. But one person complains about one house in one scene 3 weeks ago.
For
deco, and that gets handled. Okay, you see our conundrum with this one. It's pretty fucked up when you really ask us. Let's take care of the one person. What happened to the needs of many outweigh the needs of the few. Thank you, Spock. We're getting to that, Tina. We're getting to that, and bulk stacks. We'll get to that in just a minute. So let's go back to this topic.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Stymie, I would like to see both, but you know what? We're going to point out right here why this should be more imperative. But refreshing the date. Just get rid of the date altogether. We have no need for dates.
No.
Because I can go out to Novia Market and I can show you shit that's been out there for years, and people just ain't changing their prices. Why? Because it's too much of a pain in the ass to pull all the items and reprice them manually and put them back on. That's 90% of the problem, not the 10% of the problem. That's why they sit, because people don't want to go through that hassle. And I see founder gear. I see all sorts of artifacts that are just way overpriced and are never going to sell, and it was sitting there, but nobody wants to be bothered with pulling them, relisting them, changing the prices constantly because of the pain in the ass it is to pull it and resell it. Not because, yes, I understand because the price is too high, but Frosthill says, from your lips to the dev's ears, on the repricing of items. But next to Tina's commentary on bulk items, player vendor bulk sales like NPC vendors for stackable items. Go figure. Have we ever heard this request before? I wonder.
No, brand spanking new.
Never been heard before.
Fucking 8 years.
And here it is again. So let's get into it.
Okay. The player vendor should be able to list a stack of items for sale, and the buyers choose the desired quantity at purchase time, just like it works for NPC vendors. The benefits include buyers can buy exactly what they need. Sellers don't have to waste hours listing a bunch of different quantities
Amen
of
to
the same
that.
item. Vendor cap on the number of listings is less of an issue when not listing the same item many times.
Which means quicker load times on those vendor searches
Oh,
because the
yes.
entry, and right there is a
Oh, I
fucking
mean,
benefit. Right
wait,
there is a
wait, wait.
benefit.
Hold on. Let's go to the vendor listings in Zone. Let's
Yeah,
bring that up.
let's bring that up and wait for that to load. And let's see how many duplicate items could we get rid of.
I am loading
What,
Phil's
what,
Kodo Exchange right now. So, yeah, DB load is decreased.
Decreased dramatically because now, of course, you'll see on my screen right now small bags, bodies, wooden storage chests. Those are not stackable. But Phil's Kodo Exchange, look at all these crowns. All these could be one single listing. Okay,
Yes.
let's actually just go by item name just to make it easier. All this wax could be, one listing if they were one person. Water lily
Yep.
clusters, one listing. All these teleport scrolls,
Grapes, the wolf and lamb chops,
all these
wood
scrolls could
scrap,
be 3
all of
listings
it.
each. Yes. Yeah. All these taming collars could be 1 listing each. Yeah. Essences, 1 listing. All the ore, 1 listing. And you all get the idea. You know how much this would cut down on vendor search time and make life easier for everybody? Repair kits, carpentry kits, blacksmithing kits, all these grapes, all these dyes. I mean, the list goes
Oh,
on and
yeah,
on and
yeah.
on and on and on and on. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so much shit
Everybody wins.
that
The devs win, the players win. It's a win-win-win across the board to make these
yes.
changes. So, you know, all these changes are a win-win because you know what? Uh, you would probably find more people out there doing other things besides spending time. I mean, I spend 95% of my game time relisting and restocking vendors because I have to do each item individually. While we were on break here for the last 2 weeks, my mailbox became full, which is another one. Can we get more than 100 limit so that people can send me shit when my mailbox has more than 100 items? Because
Yeah.
that's stupid. You can overflow the mailbox. I had like 140 items that
Well,
the game will continue to send me stuff, but a player couldn't send me a simple note because the hard limit for that is 100. I mean, I don't know why that is. If the game can go past 100, why can't somebody send me something when I'm past 100? It makes no sense. But
hey, Shroud
anyway,
math. Shroud math.
yes. But back to Huru.
Sellers don't have to waste hours. Vendor cap on the number of listing is less of an issue when not listing the same item many times. Sellers can change the price of an item easily because there's only one. Easier for buyers
Absolutely.
to get the price per item without calculations. Consistent purchase experience with NPC vendors. I'm sure this has been asked for many times. Can't we make this happen? Pretty please.
Pretty please. Put sugar on top.
And Barrington's like, now that just makes sense. Yes, it does. And you know what happens when something just makes sense around here?
Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
Yeah.
Can't be arsed to do it anymore. Now, going right quick back to the original Tahuro here. Easier for buyers to sellers can change the price of an item easily. I still like the idea of being able to right click and just change the item. That would also be a boon, especially when it comes to non-stackable items. When he's talking about these, he's talking specifically about stackable items in his post here. So
Yes, bulk
very
items,
easy
bulk
to
sales.
do that in bulk sales. But when it comes to other items, it would be nice to have
Not
the
as hard,
right
yeah.
click. Yes. So just, we're not knocking that idea. And Sentinel says, because this was another Neck Road post, by the way, just so you know, this was from March of this year.
2023. Yes.
Yeah.
If it can't be done for the NPCs, would think player merchants could get in on this. Bump from Sentinel from March. I realize it's not my thread. I strongly feel this will greatly help the game and is a quality of life improvement. We set the price per item on the vendor, and the buyer set the quantity they want to purchase. From a stack, the tech should mostly be there already, as NPC vendors do it already. Just need to adjust the code not to exceed the stack quantity. The rest, I believe, should be already in game. Pretty please.
Yes.
Not to mention DB load times improved.
Yeah.
I added that as a reply.
Yeah.
It should be default, in my opinion. If players want to sell bundle of things, there should be ways to repackage them that way, like NPC merchants sell quivers of arrows, jars of worms, etc. For a complete suit of armor, rather than put them in bags, it would just make sense to simply put them in a supply bundle-like package. So when the purchaser buys one and opens the bundle, the packaging disappears.
Interesting idea there, Redfish. But that would require some new tech. Now,
yeah, the bag thing, different thing. That would be entirely new.
Herein lies the rub. Okay, I'm going to do this one here. I believe we can do this. I'm going to open up my inventory. I am going to. I got to take a small bag here, and I'm just going to take this small bag and drop it into that inventory. I'm going to take a couple scrolls. Actually, I'm going to take some whiskey, just so. I'm going to take 3 whiskey and a gust ball and a teleport the zone scroll. And I'm going to put those in the bag. So you see 3 different items in the bag. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to try and start a trade with Jack and go to trade this bag with Jack. And you know what? I can't offer a trade with Jack. You can only trade containers that are empty, it says, right? But I can easily go to my mailbox, which makes no sense. I can send mail to Jack
and drag all those items. Yeah.
No. I can mail the whole fucking bag to you with the items in it. Bag with 3 items in it and send it through the fucking mail. So if I can send it through the fucking mail, why can't I just hand it to a fucking player? I don't understand what the conundrum is, and you'll get a bag with these 3 items in it here in just a minute, Jack. Which doesn't make sense. So if we can send it through the mail, why can't we put it on a vendor? Why can't we just hand it to somebody? Why do we have to go through this problem? When we can send it through the mail. I mean, we can send it through the mail. That means there's some kind of technology that means that we can trade it on vendors, and we should be able to trade it person to person. That's just my 2 cents. Now, going to the point of the tech is already in the game for stackable items like the vendors. We tried that argument, and somebody else tried that argument with the vendor sell listing and says, well, what about the vendor buy listing? All you got to do is take the same script, change the variables, and then we can have a buy listing. And Devil Cult says it doesn't work that way. I really don't agree with that. It should work that way. That's usually how these things work. The variables that give you all these things here are already built into the script. All you got to do is tell them to pull the one listing instead of the other listing. Yeah, thank you, Jack.
There's your small bag back.
Did I give you that many scrolls? I mean, I'll take them.
Yes.
I sent you 146 teleport to zone scrolls, really?
Yes. Because I just grabbed what was in the.
Okay, yeah.
the bag.
Okay, I believe I probably did. Let me see.
Go back to the tape.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave you all my scrolls because there's none in my. I pulled them out of my vendor stock and there's none there, so I pulled the whole stack. You're right.
Whoopsies. But yeah, I mean, it is one where it's like these things that were really, this goes back to, hey, this is our proof of concept. We're going to come back and reiterate on it. And they haven't reiterated on it in 10 years. That is what quality of life really is reiterating on something.
Yes.
And if you think about quality of life, reiterating on vendors actually has a benefit for buyers, sellers, and the database. And it's like, so it will be realized by almost everyone that interacts with NPC vendors.
Yeah, so I want to address what Tina says here. Tina says, because you're not handing it to him, you're trading it to him. They need to let you know somehow you're getting what you're supposed to. Well, again, if I take a bag and put it on the ground, he can look into it on the ground. So we have the tech for somebody else to look into a bag. The same thing would be possible if you put it on a vendor.
I can't open a bag that you currently have open.
Right, but if it's sitting on a vendor, just to be looked at, somebody should be able to click on the bag on the vendor, since the technology is there. Like your trunk over here, it's not open. So if I want to look at what's in that box, all you do is click on it. The technology is there, same tech. So if it was on a vendor, or if I'm handing him a bag, he should be able to click on it in the trade window and see what's in there to verify that what he's getting. You understand what I'm saying? I see what you're alluding to there, but the catch is he should be able to just click on the bag to open it and verify it to see what's in it. Same thing on a vendor. If we can look at other people's stuff on property here, like Jack's got all these other bags. He's got a small bag over here.
I got lots of bags.
I'm too far. Yeah, I'm too far away to click on that one.
Mine are hiding behind the chair.
Yeah, but I was able to get your let's make a deal trunk and see that one, but you all get the idea. The technology is there to look into a bag there, so I don't see why that would make a difference. Whether it's on a vendor, whether I'm handing it to somebody, they should still be able to click on it and look at it as long as the other person doesn't have it open. Yeah, I understand, Tina, and I definitely don't really agree with it either. But it should be solvable, and if anything, when you do something like that, and we say open a trade window, and we take a bag and we put the bag in the window, they could easily just make it a pop out, like a little plus, click the plus next to the bag and it will open up what's in the bag and you can see it in the trade window. Now I know that's, I know that's a little bit new tech, but again, the technology is there. Torque, what's going on? Again, that not so much as all the other stuff for vendors.
quality of life improvements.
The trading of a bag or listing of a bag would be lower on my priority list than all the
Yeah.
other stuff that we've discussed in
Oh,
today's show.
all the vendor stuff, much higher priority because
Top
it is a
priority.
significantly.
Top priority. Right
It is
click
a
and
significant.
reprice. One, bulk
Yeah.
stacking. Two, hit enter to set a price. If you were relisting a non-stackable item, use last price or recently submitted price. All those ideas would be major time saving and repetitive stress injury saving things that will save people lots of time, energy, and frustration, and allow them more time to go out and do other things like go hunting, do crafting, do gathering, whatever it is. But again, not sitting there taking the time one by one to put 5 recall scrolls, 5 recall scrolls, 5 recall scrolls, 10 recall scrolls, 10.
Oh yeah.
When I can put 1,000 up and just go here. And then when I go to my vendor and the vendor's got, 550, all I got to do is add 450 and make it 1,000 stack again, and I'm done. I mean, um, very simple. But what do we know? We don't know anything about game development. We don't know anything about any of this stuff. I've been gaming since Pong and Space Invaders, so I don't know anything about what makes players happy, how things should work, why things should work, or anything like that. Because I and Jack and many of you are the original video game kids. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we know this shit.
We've been here for a very
Yeah,
fucking long time playing games and doing things. I mean, that's where it really becomes. First iteration was what we've been stuck with for 10 years, but it
yeah.
is time for us to
Proof of
pull some
concept.
giveaways and get out of here.
Time to get the fuck out of here.
Stymie getting a streamer bundle. Will it close a giveaway and pick a winner? Tina's getting a Steam key from me.
Long live the Stymie getting a double win.
Ooh. And Tina's getting a copy of Arcade Spirits.
Oops, I have to hit that first. There we go.
Yes.
Stymie is a wiener. Congratulations, Stymie. And then our giveaway winner, closing the giveaway, picking ourselves a wiener. Andrea, kill on sight. You are going to get yourself a copy of Wayward Souls on Steam. Congratulations to you. And enjoy. And of course, all of you, thank you for joining us here as we do each and every day. Thank you, Stymie, for the sub. We appreciate it. And don't forget, last couple days to get in before Friday's monthly supporter race. If you want to get in, you got a couple more days. Well, you got one more day to do it tomorrow. But we'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.